Johnny Walker's struggles continued in the UFC Fight Night 201 main event on Saturday with a brutal first-round knockout loss to Jamahal Hill in Las Vegas. Walker now 0 for 2 in UFC main events, coming off back-to-back defeats now against Hill and Thiago Santos in headlining fights, and this has been a challenging time for Walker after he came in with so much hype, so much attention as potentially the next big player or even a champion in this light heavyweight division. But with every fight, it seems like we are getting further and further removed from that potential reality here, and it's a tough out for Walker. Of course, these top light heavyweights, they hit hard, they're all well-rounded, but Walker just doesn't seem to be able to get to that next step in his career in order to win these fights, and we're seeing the results here. Nevertheless, I think he still has an exciting style, a name people are attracted to, and there's still plenty more fights ahead of him in this weight class because there's still a lot of names in these rankings that he hasn't fought. But at some point, he's going to have to start picking up some wins, and I don't know how much easier the fights are going to get for him going forward. Point made. I think the matchup that I'd like to see him next, and potentially this would be viewed as using him as a stepping stone of sort, but I love a matchup between Walker and Dominic Reyes. I think Dominic Reyes, of course, has been out of action for almost a year at this point, but he is really struggling himself. 3 consecutive losses, 2 by knockout, and he's in a place where, just as bad as Walker, to kind of keep relevant in this division, he is most definitely in need of a win. So I think you put these two guys against each other, it would be two fighters very desperate and in much need of a victory. Of course, Reyes' losses in the big picture don't seem quite as bad as Walker's at this point. He's losing to John Jones, the former champion, Jan Blachowicz, the former champion, and Yuri Prochazka, potentially the next champion in this weight class. So no shame there, but similar to Walker, you need the win at some point, and I think this would be a favorable matchup to likely get Reyes back on track. And if you're Walker, I think you see a vulnerable opponent in Reyes who still has the name in this weight class. So I think whenever these two guys are ready, of course, Walker probably needs a little bit of time off after a knockout like that, but once he's ready to go, I think a matchup with Reyes, two guys that are slumping right now, would be a very good fight for this weight class and putting one back on the winning track.